Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. For those who are new to my channel, my name's Elaine, known as what? LBE. Alright, y'all, so back with another video. We got a bin haul here. This is 2 days. This is last Thursday and this Thursday combined, because I really didn't find a lot. I did find these little bags here. They didn't come open. They came kind of flat. I didn't really know what they was until I found some white ones, because these were not in the original package, and the white one said these were toiletry bags. So I was able to find 4 toiletry bags between last week and this week, and also 2 pink ones. I've stuffed this with paper so you can see exactly what it looks like and how wide it is, so you can put it in your basket just like this, or I will make gifts out of it and use this as the backer. I'm assuming that this piece right here is for like you hanging it. I really don't know, but it's gonna stay there, okay? It does come with a lot of zippers. There's a zipper pouch up here. There's 4 slim pieces here that you can put like toothbrushes and stuff like that. There's several compartments in the inside of here. There's 2 compartments, one on each side, on the side outside of it, and there's a zipper pouch on the back side here to put a lot of stuff. So it's a really cool toiletry bag, and I'm super grateful that I found them at the bin store for 50 cents a piece. So this is a great addition to some of the gifts that I'll be creating throughout the holidays. Also, another thing I found was this multi-pack of, it's 100 gift tags. So I found a multi-pack of tags for 50 cents. And I most definitely grabbed these, okay? And then I found a multi-pack of staplers, or staples, for my stapler. And I don't know if you guys noticed that last Easter, and I think I'm going to start doing this throughout all those major holidays. Probably not Christmas, because Christmas is a little bit different, because I have mostly a lot of like small concepts that require, you know, a different type of tagging. But as far as like the baskets with all the ponytails, y'all know what I'm talking about. Ponytail is when you put the bow on there and you got the cellophane hanging at the top. Yeah, the ponytail, that's why I call it ponytail. What I'm gonna do is start stapling the price tag up to the very top of that cellophane like I did Easter. Because baby, when they come pick the basket up, I don't have to untie, cut the tag off, all that stuff. I can just pull it and it slide right on off that cellophane. Yes, it may slide a little bit of the cellophane off with it, but they ain't gonna know the difference, because it's all a bunch of cellophane, you know, hooked up together, and you only put it on a piece of cellophane, not the whole ponytail. So I'm going, that worked out so well for me for Easter, and I said, you know what, from now on, that's what the price tag is gonna be, and it's gonna be huge and visible. These right here will most definitely be used for like the smaller gifts or whatever, but as far as like those real big huge gifts, baby, listen, I'm gonna have a sign probably as big as this doggone tag right here. Okay, then it's gonna have nothing but the prices. What's going to be a big old $65, $100, $20, $200 gonna be just slapped right in the middle of that big old sign. And that's how I'm gonna display them on the gifts. It just worked out so easy for me, like super easy. What else did I get? I got this little wristlet bag. It's got rose gold hardware on it, and it's a silicone bag. It's all silicone, and it's got like that little waffle texture on it. It's a super cute bag. I wish I could have found some more, but I only found one. I did find one personal item, which is my lashes. Yes, I do wear them. Not often, but I do. Not as often as I used to. Okay, you couldn't catch me without them back in the day, and don't be surprised if I bring that back. Okay, but I definitely partook of these for 50 cents, baby. This is a whole entire kit. Dollar Tree what? Okay then. Dollar Tree who? Not me. So I definitely took those. I found this Mother's Day or Mother's blanket. It says, "I love you, Mom." And it has like different quotes and stuff on it. Just about Mom and how gracious she is and lovable and hardworking and all this other stuff. It's all over the blanket. So I got this for 50 cents. And then I found 2 snow blankets. This is like the fake snow that you put like under your Christmas trees, or like if you're doing like a whole display or something. So I'll definitely be using this around Christmas time. So they're gonna stay in these sealed tight bags until I'm ready to use them. It came in a 2-pack for 50 cents. I also found these religious bracelets about it says he is risen, he's coming back again, and something else it says on here. He came, he died, he rose, he's coming back again. That's what it says. So some simple little those rubber bracelets that, you know, everybody wears now. I grabbed a pack of those to go with some of my stationery kits, because I'm gonna try to do some religious ones to add to, you know, what I already got. Then y'all know I've been on this peel and stick era, and I'm so glad I am, because Miss Claudia, I think it's Gifts or Designs by Claudia. Miss Claudia been killing the game, okay? Miss Claudia used some peel and stick around one of the plastic totes, and baby, listen, my girl, listen, made it do what it do, okay? She used some fabric, some ribbon, all type of stuff, y'all. And when I say she hooked them containers up, you couldn't tell if that container came like that previously or not. She hooked them containers up. So I said, you know what? I'm gonna keep on grabbing my peel and stick, because the peel and stick has really been blessing me in some of these gifts. And on top of that, I got to thinking, because this is like a super thick texture, this brown one here, it's like a real nice thick texture. And y'all see how much it's on the roll for 50 cents? I found 2 of them, was looking for another one and couldn't find it. But this is another one. It's like a wood grain finish, and it feels just like wood, but it's just like a black peel and stick paper or whatever. And it's a lot on this one too. I was able to find 2 of those as well. So I felt like if I needed a backer to a gift, and I didn't want to use just like plain styrofoam or plain cardboard, and I wanted to kind of spruce it up, and not only spruce it up, by this being such a thick texture, it's going to make that cardboard piece even thicker for your backer. So if you need backers in black or whatever color, baby, you can wrap this around some cardboard and stick that joker right on back in the back of that basket if you don't have no backers. So yes, I'm picking up the peel and stick for the holidays, because you just never know what color, what style you may need, or if you need a backer and you got the colors to do so. Like this brown one right here, this brown tannish looking color, this can go with anything. Pastel colors, pinks, blues, olive greens, like all type of colors, all natural tone colors, this can go with it. So the sky is the limit with this peel and stick paper, especially if you're getting the right colors. The blacks, of course, Valentine's Day, Mother's Day, you know, all the above. So I'm definitely invested in some of the peel and sticks, because that was the main thing I thought about. Not only decorating like some of the boxes like some Claudia did, if I choose to do that, or just basically having it, you know, to use as back pieces for my different gifts. So definitely picked up those. And then like I said about the I'm gonna tap into like the whole stationery set and stuff like that eventually, to keep going with like this stationery flow, because I feel like that's gonna be an avenue for me to be able to branch on. I'm like, LB, you ain't got the time to do that, baby. Listen, when you put your mind to it, you can do anything. The Bible says I can do all things with Christ who strengthens me. Okay, I'm feeling a push, and when I feel a push, I proceed with that push to see if that push is gonna reproduce. And I said during my down season, I have a few people always reach out to me to be a part of vendor events, but I know without a shadow of a doubt this time of the season is not to be participating in vendor events with gift baskets and custom and, you know, gifts like that. So I said, you know what, if I create this avenue not only for the baskets but just for separately to be sold, I can probably tap into some of the invites that I get during the summertime, and that'll be another, you know what I'm saying, way to have this consistency of flowing going along with the gifts orders and stuff like that. Just keeping it simple, nothing too extravagant. We ain't going through a whole bunch of extra stuff, but we're gonna keep it simple, and it's gonna be just some added additional pieces to different gifts and stuff like that, along with, you know, selling by itself. So anyway, I tapped into these little sets right here. Now these are mechanical pencils, but listen, the colors, the vibration, the vibes of this whole package is just amazing. Now I personally am probably going to take it out of this plastic, and I'm probably going to remove this little packaging because I really don't like it. And then I'll probably just wrap this in like some ribbon, and then make my own little labels to tell you exactly what it is, and what it comes with, because I just don't like the color scheme of it. It doesn't match, it doesn't flow with the color scheme of the actual items inside. So I'm definitely going to tweak that a little bit, so that it flows with the aesthetics of the gift, or the, you know, stationery kit or set that I'm gonna put it with. Let's see what else. I found this Valentine's Day tote bag. I'm mad about it because it was folded up in a plastic bag, but I see why nobody really wants it. It's got a black strap, but it's also got a brown strap going across. Like, why would you put brown on that? Like, what sense does that make? This thing is pink, red, and purple, and white and stuff, and you put a brown strip on the strap. Lord have mercy. Anyway, we're gonna make it do what it do with it regardless, because it's still a cute bag. One of my awesome finds that I so love and so grateful I found are these clamps, honey. These are price tag clamps, or just like small sign clamps for retail stores and things like that. So you basically take it, say for instance I have a tub of small gifts, and I didn't have time to like individually price them or something like that, or I didn't want to individually price them. I just wanted to, you know, it's something that I can easily say, oh, those are $5. But instead of constantly saying it, you still want to put some type of signage up, I could clamp this onto the container and have the sign sitting up just like that for people to see how much the items actually cost. Now, if you have to adjust it to where you need it to go this way, where you need to clamp it onto the, like say if you got a shelf and you clamp it onto the shelf, but you want the price tag or the sign to be out in front where people can read it, these are adjustable. They move all the way around. You turn them all the way around. However you need to face it, that's how you do it. However you need to bend it, that's how you need to bend it. So as you can see, these are really cool clamps, and they are made for retail stores for like holding signs and labels and all type of stuff. And you can clamp it on racks, you can clamp it on anything you need to clamp these on, and then you can utilize the other clamp to hold your signage. Say for instance you trying to have some signage around to tell people, you know, to follow you on social media, or like you have, like I have the Popple hashtag on my signs to give you my business information, phone number, email, all that stuff, to contact me for orders and things like that. And also gives you every avenue to my social media content, not YouTube, but the other social media content. So I have all that, you know, tied to that one QR code, so I can actually put my bigger signs that I laminated in here and display like all of my information around my booth without having to take up space on the actual tables and shelves and things like that. So I'm super excited about these finds. This is what they look like, and I haven't even looked up how much they actually sell for on Amazon, but for 50 cents, and it says it's a 26 count set. Look a little bit more than 26 to me, but that's probably only 26 in that bag. But I'm so glad, so grateful I was able to find those, because baby, that's a home run right there. Okay, I think that is all. Oh, I found 2 more backdrops for Mother's Day, and I think that is it. That's all, y'all. That's my little haul. Oh, I lied. The number one thing I was disappointed about today, because I got to the bin stove 10 minutes late, y'all. Shame on me. I walked in that joker, grabbed my buggy. I walked down to the bins, and the first thing I saw, it just hurt my heart to say it. The first thing I saw was this lady with a buggy of ribbon. Oh my dear God. I said, you lame, you lame, you lame. You should have left the house on time. Oh, you should have left the house on time. I just knew. I was like, people gonna be at work, blah 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 blah, it ain't gonna be that busy. I should be able to walk in there and still find some good stuff, which I did. But ribbon for 50 cents. Oh God. And it's one of my, starting to be one of my favorite ribbons too, that was in there for 50 cents. Y'all remember the red ribbon that I used on the tumbler cup boxes with the Good Bath products in it? If you go back to that video, that ribbon was the same size as this, which is I want to say this is 1.5 inch, and it might have been a little bit smaller than, a little bit smaller than this one, but still it was sort of the same avenue as this, and it was velvet. These are velvet. When I tell you that lady had red, pink, green, all type of colors in her bucket. Ooh, I was so distraught. But anyway, look how much ribbon come on these rolls. For 50 cents. I said from this day forward, I will never be late again. Lord's willing, I will be there like I did last week, 20 minutes early. And I sat in my car for 10 and stood outside for 10. And we walked on in there and I was able to get a nice, you know, whatever I needed and look through stuff because there wasn't a lot of people at the very beginning. I would never, ever show up 10 minutes late again. Because we going into the holidays, I need all the ribbon I can get. And especially for 50 cents. Ooh-wee. Yeah. Anywho, I'm still mad about that, but I'm gonna keep on trucking. Thank y'all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. We'll see you on the next one. Peace.